Hi there guys, it's Rick here. Hope you're all doing extremely well out there. Today I've got a guitar lesson for you and we're going to be talking about natural harmonics and specifically how I use natural harmonics to create scale sequences and melodies with. Hope you enjoyed that little intro at the start. That's an example of a sequence that we're going to go through. It's quite a demanding one, but I'll go through that. But firstly, I put up recently a clip on Instagram of an intro that I did for a guitar arrangement, acoustic guitar arrangement of Mad World by Tears for Fears, which is all literally natural harmonics. Lots of people were asking what the hell I was doing there. It's not actually that complicated to work out, so I'm going to show you my approach to how I work that kind of thing out. Let's check out the clip first though. Here it is. Okay, so as you could see there, that was all natural harmonics, and it's actually not that difficult to come up with melodies and play them using natural harmonics. And using natural harmonics is a lot more effective than using artificial harmonics. They still are very cool, but it's just the resonance that natural harmonics give you, you know, when you're playing harmonics with an open string, unstopped string. So I'm going to talk to you about how I approach creating things like that. So we're going to start on the bottom E string. Every single string is exactly the same, so I'll show you the positions fret-wise for the harmonics that we're going to need. There are others, but we're not going to bother with those specifically. I want to keep things nice and simple. As well, the technique for playing harmonics, I'm assuming that you know how to do that already. So first one is at fret 12, then it's fret 9, then fret 7, then fret 5, then fret 3, okay, then it's slightly over fret 3, and then over a little bit further still in fret 3, okay, so those are, okay, so make sure you're clean with those harmonics. So we've got 12, 9, 7, 5, 3 notes on fret 3 there, so you'll have to experiment with, where they are more effective for you. They'll be at the same spot, but because every guitar is different. Okay, so what is very important about these harmonics is that you know what they are in terms of notes. And I'll explain something very simple. Basically, the harmonics that we've just played all spell out a dominant chord based on the note name of the open string, so E. So if we go through the notes, the first, third, fifth and flat and seventh of an E7 chord or arpeggio, we get E, G sharp, B, D and E. So in that specific order we've got E, here's your third, but that's a compound interval, so it's a much higher interval than the one we played here, but it's still a third. That's the most important thing here. So E, G sharp, B, E again, then here we've got the B, which is the fifth, and then we've got the flat 7, which is a D, and then the E. So that basically spells out an E dominant chord. You can hear that. So once we've got those note names, that gives me access to where natural harmonics are. Okay, and that's going to be extremely useful. It is useful to know the interval, but it's more useful in this context to know what the note name is, because once you have a key center for your tune, say you're creating an arrangement as I did for Mad World, once you know the key, then you can work out the note, where the notes are as natural harmonics. See what I mean? See where I'm going with this? Very, very useful. So the same thing with the A string. It's an A7 chord, so A, C sharp, E, A, E, and then we've got the flat 7, which is G, and then back to A. Whoops, there's our A. Okay, so we've got A, C sharp, E, G, and A there. So onto the D string, we do the same thing. D, F sharp, A, C, and D. the G string, G, B, it's a B natural this time, G, B, D, F, G. Okay, you get where I'm going with this. We've got all of these notes available to us. And once you know those notes, you can go directly to them, or you can work out scales, which is what we're going to do right now. So just to keep things nice and simple, we're just going to play a basic E minor pentatonic scale using harmonics. Okay, so here's our E minor. So note names, E, G, A, B, D. Okay, those are all notes which are contained, which we can play straight off as natural harmonics. Okay, what we're going to do actually is we're going to start here at fret 5. We're going to start on the A, so it's this degree here. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this. Okay, that's just an E minor pentatonic scale. So let me show you what that is here. We're going to play the harmonica fret 12 of the A, 7 of the E, 12 of the D, 7 of the A, 12 of the G, 7 of the D, 12 of the B, 7 of the G, and then finish with the E. Okay? So I know basically, because of the note names of the starting with the root of the open string, where all the notes within, as I said before, a dominant 7th chord are on that string, and how I can play them and where I can play them as harmonics. Hopefully I'm making sense here. So that's an example of a scale. The pattern that I did at the start of the video, I'll show you exactly how to play. It's just a sequence, a group of 4. And we're going to just ascend through it and play, starting on the A again, this group of 4 here. So we're going to go 12, so A12, E7, D12, and then A7, okay? And then we're going to go back on ourselves and then play that, which is E7, D12, A7, D12. So that's our sequence. And then just skip it down a string and play the same shape. Here we're going to change it slightly. We're going to play, we're going to go to here. So when we get to this position, we're going to go to here, fret 5, and then back to 12 of the E. Then it's B7, G5, B5, and then finally at the top the E. I actually come back down on the example to that as well, okay, which I forgot. So okay, so that's gives you an idea of how you can use natural harmonics to create your own scale sequences and melodies with. Hope you've enjoyed it. It's a very, very useful approach. I've been using it for years, and it's very effective and very simple. And it's always good to keep things simple. Okay, hope you've enjoyed this lesson. I will catch up with you soon. Take care, guys.